Now, that decree that I just read you was issued just days after Oliver Darcy's CNN colleague, morning show anchor Poppy Harlow, remarked that Musk had chosen to work with journalists who weren't affiliated with, quote, major credible news organizations. Someone please tell me, by what conceivable metric is CNN a major credible news organization? They have no audience. Nielsen this month revealed that in 2022, as New York Times reporter Ken Vogel put it this week, quote, fewer people watched primetime cable in 2022, but Fox News lost just 1% in primetime viewership, compared to 32% at CNN and 21% at MSNBC, according to Nielsen ratings. Now, when you start off with almost no audience, and then somehow proceed to lose 1/3 of that tiny number of viewers you've managed to cling to, that's really not good news. So nobody wants to watch CNN. They were ground zero for Russiagate propaganda. They were one of the leading voices spreading the pre-election lie that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation, something they spread through their employee, Obama's senior national security official James Clapper, who himself got caught lying when he told the Congress in 2013 that the NSA wasn't collecting data on millions of Americans en masse, only for Edward Snowden weeks later to provide me with the proof from the NSA's own files that they were doing exactly that which Clapper denied. And their most notable contribution to journalism is the COVID death clock that mysteriously faded away into the ether starting around January 20th, 2021. Their much vaunted streaming service, CNN Plus, was unceremoniously put out of its misery by corporate bosses just 21 days after it was born. Because, needless to say, nobody was willing to pay for that crap. Why would anyone pay to listen to CNN hosts when they're already refusing to listen to them for free? And yet Poppy Harlow, is that her name? Poppy Harlow, grabs her CNN morning cup coffee mug with both of her manicured hands and looks at Matt Taibbi, who did this groundbreaking reporting, and proclaims that Musk chose not to work with, quote, the major credible news organizations, meaning the failing, collapsing, discredited, audience-free debacle called CNN. Do you see how these people think? They live in a complete fantasy world where there are billions of people hanging on their every word due to the trust they've built with the public, when in fact the public feels nausea when they accidentally see their faces at the airport, the only time anyone watches CNN at all. And so knowing that these major credible news organizations have any intention of covering any of these new Twitter installments, they have none, we will continue to do so. Starting with one of the most important yet, released by Taibbi just today. It sheds all new light on how the FBI and the security services bombarded Twitter with so many censorship demands that it was making the already neurotic Yoel Roth even more neurotic, complaining that they never stopped with their demands for more Americans to be silenced.